Hello, everyone. Welcome to our webinar titled Becoming a CX Hero, the top 5 customer experience mistakes that cost you customers. I'm David Chan, CEO of Intellext, where we are making real estate social. Now I'd like to introduce to you our 3 panelists, starting with David Schafer. Dave is an advertising industry veteran with 25 years in strategy and creative roles at agencies leading marketing efforts for brands like Dell, Intuit, PayPal, and AARP. He is currently the founder of Gangbusters, where his team helps high engagement brands grow by rethinking all aspects of the customer experience. So with that, I would like to turn the floor over to David Schafer to talk to us about customer experience excellence.
I love this quote. It's easier to love a brand when the brand loves you back. We all have a strong desire to be appreciated and to feel special by the brands that we interact with. We also have a mouse and a click button that's right next to us to click away when we don't feel special from that brand. So it really is incumbent upon all marketers and all brands to be in the moment and be lovable. So let's talk about what customer experience really is and give it a definition. Here we go. So what is customer experience? It's the art and science of coaxing lifetime loyalty from daily interactions. If you think about that, that's the same thing as having a relationship with someone, a family or a friend member, where you're listening, you're responding, you're having interactions in real time, and that amounts to something special over the long haul. So I really like the idea of thinking about customer experience that way. But the problem is traditional corporate structures that we create and we work in make it next to impossible to deliver a comprehensive customer experience strategy. So what's in the way? Tech jargon is often in the way, and people think it's harder than really what it is. It's not hard to have a relationship with somebody and ask them questions and listen to answers, but it seems to be more technically difficult when we try to apply that concept for brands. Gurus and solos, people that are so important that everything needs to flow through them. These are the types of interactions that will stifle a good customer experience. Hippos, if you've never heard that term, highest, oh my God, I forgot what it's called. Most important person's opinion in the room is what a hippo is. And if you make your decisions based on just leadership desires, you're going to be doing the wrong thing. Wrong intention is one, thinking that customers want to hear about your product when really they want to hear about how you're going to solve their problem. There's a difference there. And then who's in charge of the customer needs? Who's in charge at your organization of making customers feel loved? Here's the truth. I hope you write this down, and you can Google this and you can see this stat everywhere. Customers value the experience you deliver more than the products or services that you create. The tide has turned already. So right now, 86% of buyers will pay more for a better customer service. There's plenty of stats that say more than half will leave if they're unhappy. But the big number here is that by 2020, which is already passed, customer experience will overtake price and product as a key product differentiator, key brand differentiator. So you think about the 4 Ps. Now we have customer experience. So what do you do in this situation? The Holy Grail here is a simple narrative fueled by data that empowers your organization to habitually deliver on customer needs at every critical moment. The habitually part is important because it's not a stop and think, it's a do it and set it and forget it because you're in a relationship and this is how you're going to behave. So one technique that I find useful is the hero's journey when you're thinking about customer experience. And this is a movie making technique. You might have heard of it. Your client or your customer is the hero and they uncover a problem, whether they uncover the problem themselves or you help them understand that problem, it's uncovered, and that creates a need state for them. And when that need state is created, they need to solve that problem. The way that they'll solve that problem is to go and search for a guide. Your brand is the guide. So you need to become a guide worth following. You need to be ready to accept their questions and their problems and take them along a journey with you. The guide always has to have a good plan. That's typically the marketing. And then together they take action on behalf of the hero. And in the end, two things need to happen. One is we avoid problems. So you're going to help your customers avoid problems. And then you're also going to help your customers find success. So it's really important, just like any good story or movie, to have problems, to have an enemy that you're fighting, and to be vigilant against that enemy in order to find the success that you need. So if you take this mindset and then apply the data to it, which we're going to get to in the second half of this, that gives you enough information that you need in order to change the experience at every point. Let me show you how that works. The key questions that you're going to ask are this: who are your best customers? Not your worst customers, not the customers that sales wants to go after, not the customers that the CEO wants to go after, but your best possible customers. And what are their needs? What are their pain points? What do they value most that only you can give them? So if they value X and your competitor can give them X just the same as you, maybe you want to talk about something else. What's standing in the way of them getting what they want? It's really important to be empathetic and to understand where people are in a journey, especially if it's B2B, where it's a complex journey. Like I said, who is the enemy? What is the hero trying to achieve? If it's a B2B purchase, they're trying to, avoid risk, look good, win the day. If it's a B2C purchase, there's usually some mindset that they're trying to fulfill. And this is core. How does your brand behave? It's not about what you say, it's about what you do and the core values that are on display. When you ask these questions, you can create this journey map or empathy map. And the important things here, this is one for choosing an airline, and I just created it because it's choosing travel. I created it because it's a simple example. But on the left side, you have, what are they feeling? What are they thinking? What do they want right now? And what are they doing? And then along the top, you have the stages of anybody booking a trip. I need a holiday. All right, well, I'm feeling down right now. That's what I'm thinking. And what I'm doing is talking with friends about good places to get away. And then when I start researching, my energy goes up. I feel better about it. And what am I doing there? So this type of map gives you the locations and the feelings of all of your best customers throughout the journey. When you have that in hand, you know how to act and you know how to behave.